This is a good one. I'll take you back to, I think it was, it was just after Valentine's Day because between Valentine's Day and my birthday, I guess it's kind of close. So it was either an early birthday thing or a late Valentine's thing that my girlfriend at the time, this was in, I think, no, and I'm really sorry for dating people before you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
How dare you?
How unfaithful of me.
You should have known I was there.
Yeah. This was 2018.
Yeah.
So
you were like, what, 12?
Yeah. When you started dating me in 2018, so...
This story is the reason why I started dating him.
Mel was well into her 30s when I was 12.
This is a joke, just in case someone took that seriously.
I love you so much, Mel. I'm really sorry for making a joke.
I'm going to go home and cry about that and shit on your pillow.
Okay, well, just know you started it.
I'm going to inside the pillow, like in the fluffy bit, so you'll never know.
Okay, no, I love you for your craftiness. Anyways, so... I think I went round for, my girlfriend at the time was cooking a 3-course meal, and she bought loads of like fancy stuff. I think we had like we had like prawn cocktail for starter, and then it was some like beef steaky type fancy meal for main. And then she'd made champagne jelly for like dessert, and it was all fairly nice. I appreciated it. And
sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah, went into a big effort. So I think it was maybe for my birthday, like an early birthday thing or something. So then woke up the next day feeling pretty good. To go and meet all my pals to watch Scotland against England at Rugby, the Calcutta Cup. And I wasn't really expecting much in terms of like sporting success for Scotland, because you shouldn't.
Lower your expectations, people.
I was just kind of excited to go to the pub, have some drinks, see some pals. So and I've got a few pairs of Scotland boxers, one pair in particular that are actually Scottish rugby boxers. So I put them on, obviously, and when I was getting ready, and I went to go out the door. Because I was a little later than everyone else arriving at the pub. So I was literally the last one to leave the flat. And I was crossing the threshold of the door when I chanced to fart. And I quickly realised I shouldn't have. And I'd shit myself a little bit. It wasn't the biggest, it was just a little bit. And this is just the start of this story. So I went back in, took my boxers off. My nice Scotland boxers
ruined,
and I took it as an omen. I was like, fuck, we're gonna get absolutely hammered today, because I've shit myself in my Scottish boxers. And so I made a really bad attempt to clean them, and got a row from the guys later when I told them how. I'm not going to go into details about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure we want to know.
I know, I was just kind of panic in the moment. I've shit myself. What do I do? And my initial reaction wasn't to throw out the boxers for some reason.
And it wasn't to turn around and leave?
No, it was to clean them near everyone's toothbrushes.
Gross. You weren't at your house?
This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm different now. I don't know how to do that. I was at my friend's flat, so even more disrespectful. Then went to the game, was drinking quite a lot of beer, like a big heavy beer in the stomach. But the longer the game went on, the more tension wrapped up, and was kind of realising, wow, Scotland could potentially win here. But half my friends who we were with were English and half of us were Scottish, so it was a real great rivalry going on with like laughing and shouting in each other's face when each team scored. And as the game went on, though, I started to feel a little bit more like, a bit shit.
Good.
Yeah, and I was like, I was drinking a lot of beer, and I was like, maybe I'm just getting a little bit drunk. So I just kept drinking, and Scotland ended up winning 25-13, which was amazing. Yeah, it was an incredible game, and we were all like jumping, like stood up on top of the tables in the outside bit of the bar, and we're just like jumping up and down. And our English friends, some of them had like their heads in their hand, and their heads in their hands, and it was just a great atmosphere. It was amazing. Everyone was just super cheery, and then we're like, right, let's go. We'll regroup. We'll all go off different groups, get some like food, and we'll regroup, and we'll go out somewhere. And so after the game, we all left the pub, and me and my friend had got kind of caught up in a crowd of people just singing and chanting, and then we were like, oh wait, where are all our friends? Let's wait and see if we can see any of them.
Yeah.
And we'll go wherever they're going. So we turn around and we hear someone in the distance shout, Scotland, Scotland. And we're like, wait, that sounds like Matt's voice. So we started walking towards the chanting. Sure enough, it was our pals. So we went to join in with the chant. My friend Cameron did successfully. And on the first Scot, I shit myself again, but far more violently than the first one.
Oh, God.
This was Was that
diarrhea?
Bear in mind, I was pretty drunk at this point. And I when I was sober in the morning, I didn't necessarily know how to react to it that properly. So the plan was, everyone was like, right, we're going to go Subway to get some food. And I was like, okay, yeah. If we could get there in a hurry, that would be great for me. Because I've just shit myself.
You shot yourself.
My friend Cammy did. I can't remember if the other two guys did. I can't remember if I said anything. I think said to Cammy, I've shit myself.
Oh my God.
And he laughed. I don't necessarily know if he believed me or not or what.
Yeah.
So we got to Subway in the end, totally like filled with drunk people and really busy because Scotland had just beat England. So town was very busy, as it would have been anyway. And so I just walked straight past everyone queuing and went to the bathroom. So I get to the bathroom. There's no toilet roll in any of the bathrooms. Literally none.
Oh my
That is
God.
like a nightmare.
It was, yeah. I was like, fuck, like...
What am I going to do?
Yeah. There was the like bin in the bathroom was overflowing with stuff. And there was a little bit of toilet roll on top of the lid.
And you were like, desperate measures.
It kind of been scrumpled up. I don't know what it was used for. But
Ew! Sorry.
what else was I going to do?
Yeah.
So,
Use your dirty underwear and then put them in the bin.
yeah,
like,
if anything, recycling. I was ahead of my time.
That's disgusting.
Wait, can I just ask one quick question?
Yeah, of course you can.
What did you do with the pants? Like, when you cleaned them, were they wet and then you put them back on?
You're Scotland. Brodie.
No, I didn't put the original Scotland pair back on. I put on a different, I think, tartan pair.
Wait, so did you have a pair with you? Did you borrow from your friend?
Sorry, no. I put the six. So once I'd cleaned, when I was in Subway, the ones I cleaned in Subway, I put back on.
No, but the one previous, like when you first shot yourself.
I think I left them on the floor in my room after having cleaned them as much as I could.
Fair. So you had clean underwear at this point before you shot yourself the second time?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, did he walk around with a wet bum? Like cleaned up the first pants, walking around with uncomfortable wet bum, and then shit yourself again?
No, it was dry, but it didn't take long to get wet again. And then and then so after that, I went back to my friend's flat after we'd eaten, and I kind of cleaned myself up. And there's a flat full of guys, girls, all gearing up to go out. Everyone's doing the classic, just like chatting away, drinking, and I was kind of laid up on the floor with, I think, like a 4-pack of like dark fruits or something, just like getting through them, and I was just feeling progressively worse, and I was like, I'm probably gonna need to make a sensible decision soon, or I'm gonna shit myself again, in a nightclub, or on the way, or like in front of loads of people, So I ended up just taking myself home, and it turned out, so I was ill for like a week or two after that. I had like really bad food poisoning, probably from, I think, the prawn cocktail that my now ex had made me.
Damn, you got poisoned.
yeah, so I had like, explosive...
She broke up with me right after that.
like explosive shits for a while after that, and I was like, oh...
That's so,
so
funny.
Food poisoning, but I was drinking a shit ton. And the adrenaline of Scotland winning.
Yeah.
It was a really good time in my life in terms of Scottish rugby results. It was really, it was incredible. It was the first time we'd beat them in ages.
Maybe you should shit yourself more into Scottish underwear.
Yeah, I've learned that. We're on a bit of a mean streak right now in terms of like, I don't have to shit myself for them to win, which is quite good.
Success.
Yeah, and that's my poop story. I've shit myself one other time, but it was just, again, crossing a threshold. I don't know if maybe that's some kind of omen.